and then we'll have lunch across the way. And thanks all for coming. I just wanted to, everybody knows her, but our Reverend Demler is going to say a few words. So thanks for coming.
Good morning, and I am so thankful and grateful from the bottom of my toes that today is finally here. It's been a long time coming, and Larry, great gratitude to you for taking such a lead and seeing this project to this point. I just know that this is so in keeping what we as Unitarian Universalists stand for, and what we want to see happen over and over again. And I love the model that we're working with, and having people work together in bringing us to a brighter future, right? So thank you all for being here, and blessings on your work today and for the next 2 days, and may the weather hold.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Brian. I'll be presenting your volunteer training today, as well as being the lead on the roof. So I can talk into both or either? Either. Okay. Let me set this aside. I got seems to be picking up my voice from here. So welcome to the training. My name's Brian Noel, and back here we have Elisa. She's also helped coordinate this along with Paul and a lot of other folks at Sunwork. There's our contact info. And just to kind of go over what our agenda is today, we're going to start with volunteer intros, kind of getting to know you guys, an intro to solar energy, just some real basics about electricity itself, so we all kind of know the terms associated with electrical. We'll have a 10-minute break where you guys can start filling out the waiver forms. So at that point, before we take the break, Lisa's going to hand out waivers to everyone. So if you are going to be on the roof, you need to make sure you sign that and fill out all the relevant info, and Elisa can help you through that process. Then we'll get into part 2, where we're going to talk about grid-tied rooftop solar systems, which is what Sunwork specializes in, as opposed to, say, standalone systems where they're battery-powered. These are going to be the kind of systems that tie into the grid and send their extra power back to the grid, and then import power at night. The hazards of solar installation and safety, make sure that everyone knows the safety hazards when you're on the roof and off. We'll go over a group exercise. There's some power tools scattered throughout the room, so everyone's going to get into groups and look at the different power tools and get to know them and kind of report back to everyone what they figure out. And then we'll kind of go over installation logistics, especially for anyone who wants to volunteer possibly on future projects. We'll talk about how you can sign up for projects that might be in the area. Maybe in the San Ynez Valley, we might have some more projects, not necessarily a lot more in Goleta, because this one's kind of a special test case. It's outside of a normal area, but we're happy that we could help this out, because it's a good cause. And I know Larry and a lot of other people have been very excited about this. But that's the most important part, the solar installation safety. That's what we really want to make sure that we drive home today. So just some quick introductions. I'm going to kind of point to everyone. You just tell me your name, your hometown, if you have any solar-related background, and what's your motivation for volunteering today. So I'll start with Larry.
Oh, okay. I'm identifying myself, and I'm sorry. And
yeah, just your name, hometown.
My name, Larry Bishop. I'm of Yuleton, and I've actually had 2 solar systems installed, and I helped with an installation in Orchid with you. We did the training in San Luis Obispo, and I've been reading a lot about that. My motivation for volunteering is I want to see much solar power. Working in the hazardous material regulations, I kind of fought with PG&E over their instinct to make gigantic power system and sell to their customers, and I'm saying, well, so for years I've said, well, why aren't you just putting solar panels on the roof and just buying from your customers? Oh, no, we can't do that. So anyway, I have big issues with PG&E, and so I'm hoping to, what I'm hoping to learn today is more about how to do these things and how to put it on and just have a good time with everyone here and promote solar energy.
All right.
I'm Michael Whitman, Santa Barbara. The only connection I had with solar previously has been we had a passive solar for our pool. So, and my motivation for volunteering is just understanding the solar cell, utilizing solar energy more since we get the sun every day, and hoping that we encourage other folks to do the same, use solar power.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Bill Woodbridge. I just moved back to Goleta about 5 months ago. I don't have any installation solar-rated background. I'm with the Climate Reality Project as a keynote speaker for classrooms. So I discuss it and talk about the general benefits of it a lot, and I think this is just the beginning. So my motivation is learning all I can about how to actually put it together and how it works, because I think this is going to become, hopefully, spreading all over the place, and a lot of people are going to be needing it or wanting it or installing it.
Yeah, it's a great way to understand how these systems go in so you can promote it even better.
Hi there, I'm Austin. I'm from Solvang. And I guess as a young guy, I'm interested in seeing solar promoted as much as possible, and I'm also kind of interested as a line of work or something like that. So it seemed like a great opportunity.
Yeah, a good way to get first little something on your resume that says you have some solar experience.
I'm JP Douglas. I'm from Goleta, and my solar-related background, I suppose, is soaking up a lot of sun on the beach and such, but that's about it. Motivation for volunteering, similar to Austin, is kind of getting a skill set that could benefit me for decades to come when our unfortunate reality is worsening with climate disaster and such. So I'm trying to build up some skills and knowledge for the future.
My name is Eric Shug. I live between Goleta and Santa Barbara, over in the Goleta area. It's something we're referred with. I used to live in San Francisco for 20 years too, but my solar background is interest, and then right now I'm working at Northrop Grumman. We manufacture solar power arrays for space systems, and that's what I'm primarily working on right now. And motivation, I want to learn some more. I'd like to know how, and well, one of the things I want to make sure this project happens here. I'd like to see solar power here at Live Oak, but I also want to learn more about how panels go in and how they work, how they connect.
Hi, I'm Wendy Wagner. I live in Santa Barbara. This is my church too, so that's the main reason why I'm here. But I also want to learn about solar. I've been on my roof 3 or 4 times in the last several weeks repairing leaks, so I'm not afraid of getting up on heights, and I know how to use power tools.
Great, thank you for coming.
Hi, I'm Joshua Villanueva. I'm from Santa Barbara, and I don't have any solar-related background, but my motivation for volunteering would have to be the fact that I'm giving back to my community. I try to do it whenever I have free time. I do serve on the student government at my school, which my time's kind of limited because of that. And stuff that I'm hoping to learn today is some stuff about how to install this solar panels and a little bit about how they work, just because my background's in computer engineering at my school at Santa Barbara City College. Thank you.
Yeah, glad you can make it.
Hal Hill, Santa Barbara. I have solar in my home, and I'm here to do my part to support conversion to renewable energy sources, and as well as to support my fellow congregants here at Live Oak.
Great.
My name is Wilma Seeley. I also live in Nolita. We have solar panels on our condo. We've had them for about 8 years, and now we have a plug-in Prius Prime, so the solar panels also support our car. I'm here because I'm interested in the safety aspects of it. I won't be up on the roof.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Cheney. I live part-time here in Goleta and part-time in Redwood City. And I was an early adopter of solar about maybe 15, 18 years ago. We just had to take our solar system down off our roof very sadly. And I donated the panels, but I've got 2 panels left. So one of the things I'm hoping to learn today is how I can hook those panels up to a ceiling fan without an inverter. So I might tap into Brian later as he's staying at my house. And I was kind of the Larry Bishop at my congregation back in Redwood City. About 15 years ago, we organized a fundraiser and put in solar panels.
Yeah, and a special shout out to you for housing me and saving me the hotel fare this weekend.
Okay.
We'll just set that on the table, I guess.
Mute this?
You tap it once on the mute side and it should be orange. Thank you.
So we're going to watch a little video about Intro to Sunwork. So AB will take care of switching that over. And the video is just going to kind of show you what Sunwork's about and what we do. It's based out of the Bay Area, so you'll see a lot of references to the Bay Area.
Solar installer. We have a team of volunteers that we work with to provide solar installations at a reduced cost for certain customer categories that solar historically doesn't work as well for. Our kind of core market that we serve most often is low energy use residential customers. I think kind of what drives Sunwork is trying to get solar to spread farther and into places where it might not have reached otherwise. Nonprofit organizations in general aren't able to access the federal tax credits that helps to make solar systems affordable for most customers. So that's one of the main reasons why Sunwork focuses on these projects versus a conventional solar installer. Sunwork's projects typically come in at about 1/3 less cost. The way our organization is run, all our projects are supervised by one of our staff, and then all the other workers are volunteer. Those are really the people who make this organization work. Some of them are kind of mostly doing it for the environment. Some of them are interested in getting some vocational training for solar projects. So they get different benefits from it, and our customers get reduced labor costs.
I go to school in Menlo Park, and I go to school for solar. And my instructor told me to get hands-on training, I should do volunteer work so I can get more experience in my school.
I work with solar energy in the R&D realm, so being out here in the installation realm is a lot of fun. It's exciting.
I work in marketing in my day job, so I'm always sitting behind a computer and running around, so it's great to kind of get out there and experience something that I don't see in my everyday job.
I didn't know anything about solar going into this, and honestly, to have the experience of being up on the roof on a bright, beautiful day like today and being involved in the actual process of installing solar panels, I think is a really interesting experience. It really gives you a good perspective on how these things are created in real life.
So you heard it mentioned that solar, the tax credit that homeowners can usually take advantage of is not always a possibility for nonprofits or churches, so that's kind of the case with you guys. We mostly focus on small homes that have a hard time getting cost-effective solar because their needs are so small, but the other category we help with are bigger systems on churches and animal shelters and other kinds of nonprofits. So for installations with homeowners, it's bills that are less than $100 per month, sometimes a little higher if they have all electric heating or if they have an electric vehicle. But generally the rule of thumb is they have to have a bill less than $100 a month. The idea being that most solar companies will kind of actually turn down leads if people, like, I don't know if you ever used to get the phone calls where they'd say, how much is your electricity bill? And if you say less than $100 a month, they hang up on you. That's the trick, by the way. But Sunwork tries to take those people who really want to take the last steps to go green and eliminate the rest of their electricity bill and make it pay for itself in a reasonable amount of time, typically under 10 years, often like 5 to 10 year range for payback. So it puts it back into the realm of possibility for people who thought that maybe they couldn't get solar. And then of course nonprofits